Howdy, folks.
Oh my.
That's a Kansas City accent. Welcome to the Book Coven.
Woo!
I was personally very proud of that. We are your bi-weekly book review podcast run by a couple of witchy gals. That's Chelsea.
That's Lillian.
We're the witchy gals. You can find us on all podcast platforms and all social media now, I believe. Pretty much all of it.
All of it, except I uninstalled TikTok because I'm not 13.
Yeah, TikTok. We don't really do a lot of TikTok.
No.
But we have one. Highly recommend you check out our Instagram page, the.book.coven, where you can find all sorts of beautiful behind-the-scenes shots of our treats and books. We have some movie challenges for October, some photo challenges for October.
All fun
Yeah,
and games.
tarot readings. It's really popping up on Instagram.
Get poppin'.
Oh, yeah. We also have some dope merch over on Threadless and Redbubble, which you can find links to on our main website and our Instagram page. Sorry, I did a bad shot of whiskey and it's still hurting.
It burns.
So this month it's our it's our favorite month. It's not COVID, it's whiskey. It's October.
Oh my god.
Good old October.
Everyone
Spook
loves
month.
it. Yeah.
And for October, which I think we should do every October, we are in haunted house themes.
Yep.
This is the last pick of the haunted house. It's Kill Creek by Scott Thomas. I thought that was going to be a more elaborate name, but it's just Scott Thomas.
He's got two first names. Scott Thomas.
Alrighty, Scott. Here we go. Coming at you with a hot synopsis. At the end of a dark prairie road, nearly forgotten in the Kansas countryside, is the Finch House. For years it has remained empty, overgrown, abandoned. Soon the door will be open for the first time in decades, but something is waiting, lurking in the shadows, anxious to meet its new guests. When best-selling author Sam McCarver is invited to spend Halloween night in one of the country's most infamous haunted houses, he reluctantly agrees. At least he won't be alone. Joining him are three other masters of the genre, writers who have helped shape modern horror. But what begins as a simple publicity stunt will become a fight for survival. The entity they have awakened will follow them, torment them, threatening to make them a part of the bloody legacy of Kill Creek.
Oh.
It's a bad time, basically.
Yeah. As most haunted houses are.
Oh, yeah. Our food and drink pairings, that seems really twangy. Kansas twangy. I made a Kansas City dirt cake, which is apparently a thing in Kansas. It is
Oh my god. Sorry.
crushed up Oreos, and let me tell you about this dirt cake.
Okay.
This took a long time to make. I fucked up.
It's very cute.
Oh, I fucked up so hard. I had the pudding would not set for the everything I did.
Blast chiller.
I wish I had a blast chiller, Chelsea. If someone could fund us,
Yeah, that's what we'd buy. A fucking blast chiller.
that would be very handy in my household. It's vegan. It's just like a bunch of puddingy shit with some Oreos.
Love it.
And it looks like a pile of dirt.
Beautiful. It's lovely.
And I made a whiskey sour, but with grenadine because it looked all like bloody and spooky.
Oh god. Whoops.
Here we go. Maybe really sweet. You may hate it.
Smells like whiskey.
I like it.
I can get on board with that. That's not too sweet. The lemon really balances out the grenadine.
Yeah, the lemon and the whiskey. They get you. It's sweet and sour.
I can do that.
That's really good. Oh, God, that woke up the shot. Oh, okay. I love this book.
This is
Do you
really
have the
good.
dirt cake? Let me have a bite of the dirt cake.
Wow, that pudding's sweet though.
Oh,
I
so
love it.
so the vanilla pudding wasn't working out, so
Oh,
I
no.
thought I would just put powder from I had a chocolate pudding too, so I added that into it.
I like it. Just improvise. Just throw shit together. What do I have in my cupboard? You know, olives. Let's go.
That's pretty good.
It's very good. I like it. I love it.
This book was dope.
It was cool.
Yeah. End of episode.
Oh,
This book was dope.
done. Read it. Thank you.
I dare say I may put it on my top 5.
What?
Yeah. I really liked it. It was super. I think it's because it was very cinematic for me.
It was, yeah.
Because this guy, his background is in film and TV for kids stuff.
Okay.
Weirdly
Wait,
enough.
really?
Yeah. But yeah, I just read like a movie script, and I
did.
could visualize it perfectly. I think they should make this into a movie or show if they haven't already, or they're not going to.
It'd make a cool movie.
Yeah, it was really cool, and I liked. It was just like it was so classic and kind of cheesy. They used all the horror tropes, but like in a good way, a fun
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, I had fun. I really liked the way he described, because no one does this, from Wainwright's perspective as he's getting hatcheted to the face. It wasn't Daniel's perspective, and it wasn't just an outside shot. It was Wainwright's perspective of being
Hatcheted.
mutilated.
Yep.
Which was really cool.
Really,
Because
really
you're just like,
dark.
oh my God.
Yeah.
It's like, it's happening to me.
That whole last part 3 or whatever, when
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
back
yeah.
in the house. Oh boy.
It really pops off.
I actually just want to read the first little part of the prologue here
A little excerpt.
because it describes the house wonderfully, I think. I'm sorry if I have a coughing fit mid-reading. No house is born bad. Most are thought of fondly, even longingly. In the beginning, the house on Kill Creek was no exception. The house was made from nothing more fantastic than wood and nails, mortar and stone. It was not built on unholy ground. It was not home to a witch or a warlock. That's a shame. In 1859, a solitary man constructed it with his own 2 hands and the occasional help from friends in the nearby settlement of Lawrence, Kansas. For a few good years, the many rooms within the grand house were filled with a passionate love, albeit one shared in secret, a whisper between 2 hearts. That was super sad. But as with most places rumored to be haunting, a tragedy befell the house on Kill Creek. The man who built it was murdered mere feet from the woman he loved. His outstretched hands attempted to span that mockingly short distance between them, to touch her dark skin, to caress her hair. His mind insisting that if he could just hold her, that they would both be saved. That if he could just wish hard enough, they could still be together. And that sums up the whole, I don't know if this is on right. Okay. Summed up the whole vibe of this haunting.
Pretty much.
It wasn't like a classic ghost.
No.
Or maybe it was, they just didn't get into it. Its whole thing was that stories about the house fed it and made it haunted.
It was kind of like a tulpa,
Yeah.
but like a very weird one, because it was based on like the people who died there, right?
But where did it, like, who started it?
The people, the town. Is the town that big that like they can make a tulpa? I feel like it's a lot of work, because like if I think hard enough and, you know, I get a couple other people on board, can I make Superman real? I mean, it'd be like a ghosty
I mean, technically
Superman.
he is real in some ways. Henry Cavill's out there.
Can he fly?
And
Henry,
if you're
can you
listening-
fly? He probably can. He's just fucking hiding it from us.
I feel like that got stuck on my lipstick. I'm gonna roll with it.
You're good.
Okay. Yeah, the house, it basically, as with most things, it's all our fault. It was all fine. A couple of people died, but
Oh, you know, it happens.
then like who was where did it originate from though? The one
But they were
fucko.
tragic deaths, right? So everyone, like, the house was whispering to the people that were visiting it, like, oh, there's a witch in there. Go inside. Ring the doorbell. There's a witch. Go, blah, blah, blah. Right? So everyone, it was everyone who was, like, walking by the house. It was the whole town thinking, like, man, people died brutally there.
Yeah,
And then also that sister died, that weird sister. And, like,
Finch sisters.
they didn't realize that she died brutally.
Yeah,
But,
didn't
like,
really look into that death.
right?
I feel like were they twins
it
or just
felt
sisters?
like it, but I think they were just sisters. Yeah.
You should have been able to tell They did a whole switcheroo there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? She's got her
what?
hair back.
I'm going to kill my brother and take his place.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll work for sure. I feel like the haunting, it's like whoever died last in the house. Like the Finch sisters were the last people. So they're what the house presents itself as.
So if they didn't destroy it,
yeah,
then maybe it would have been.
And now
Sebastian.
The house is probably going to show us like all this crew. Which would be so, in a way, so cool.
Because I was like gearing towards about to be disappointed while reading the ending.
Oh, I knew it was going to come.
And then that last sentence, I was like, and I'm here. I like it. I'm hitched.
As soon as he said she was acting weird, I was like, that's not her.
No, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Nah.
So that last chunk, I was just like, okay.
It would be really cool in a way, like even though this spirit is horrible, if like your favorite horror authors were haunting you.
That would be so cool.
You're in a haunted house and like fucking Stephen King walks down the stairs.
Because I pictured Sebastian as Stephen King. That's probably who he was like writing him after. So I was just picturing him doing all this fancy stuff. And then, being a ghost in the next.
That's a fun question that I didn't write down. Who were these authors inspired by?
Yeah, I think it was just following like the typical different types of horror authors. Like, though that genre always has like the one person who's way too graphic and gory and over sexualized. It always has the Stephen King where it's just like elegant,
sexualized weirdo. The perversion, Stephen King. There's some Dean Koontz in there.
Yeah,
love it. It's a very meta book, which I enjoyed.
I loved the whole chunk describing what Gothic horror was.
Yes. Oh,
that was very good.
And for me, Moore's description of horror really jumped out at me. She says, yes, horror no longer goes bump in the night. Horror stuffs the bodies of dead hookers in his crawl space and then pulls a 12-hour nursing shift taking care of your sick mother. Horror sits in his cubicle and fantasizes about sucking the toes of the high school cheerleader he plans to strangle after work. Horror stays awake at night dreaming up ways to hurt you and your family and your pets and everything you hold dear. Horror is perversion.
You know what? That is so true.
So true.
Because, like, that's what it takes to scare us now.
People
because
are so
that's
used
real.
To it. Yeah.
Well, and you like that's why women love true crime and horror so much, is because it's like, how are we going to die this time?
Yeah. Because that's no matter who you are as a woman, that's always in the back of your mind.
Yeah, and you like feel you empathize so much when you hear like this woman was brutally murdered this way. And
yeah, Moore is for sure my favorite character in this book because she makes everything so difficult.
She really does.
A simple conversation with her is
and you're
a
just
nightmare for the other person.
Yeah, like she's fun to read about, but I would hate being in a room with her.
Yeah, I wouldn't hang out with her, but there are aspects of her that I wish I was a little bit more like.
A little more abrasive.
Yeah, she doesn't take shit from anyone.
She doesn't.
And if someone like is giving me a hard time or like talking shit about me, I can't handle confrontation.
I know.
You're a little like Moore, but not as extreme.
I'm not like yeah.
Like if someone tells you to fuck off and is screaming at you, you'll get scary. Where I'll just be like, oh, I can't. And I'd run off. So I wish I was more like her.
You can embody some of that.
I'm trying to.
Just dive in there. People need to hear what you have to say.
Yeah. Therapy is helping. You know what? Give me a year.
Okay.
I'll be a whole new Lily.
Okay. I'm going to put it in my calendar.
Yeah, whole new Lily.
I'll wait it out.
As with most haunted houses, which I think the key in spooking people, it's not like jumping out at you. Because this book really didn't have a lot of like scary moments, you know?
And it took a while to pop off.
It's the slow build up, and like it takes something that irks you that you're afraid of, or like some secret you have, and it twists it, and it drives you insane slowly.
I like that Sam thought that was a giant deal that he killed his mom. Because I was reading it, and I'm just like what's the big fucking deal, bitch?
That checks out. If my
she was the fucking cunt.
Yeah, if my fiance said that his mom his entire life was saying like, I wish you were never born, I hate you, you ruined my life,
and then was trying to kill your brother,
and he killed her, I'd be like, okay, yeah, checks out.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sorry.
You were also like 12 or whatever.
Listen, he did the job that no one else could do. She was a bitch, and she was gonna kill her brother. His brother.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do it.
No. But like,
I get it.
I mean, get
why
over
he
it
did
now.
it.
You're like,
Yeah.
what, 30? Chill.
You should just tell your mom, like, listen, bitch, you had the chance to abort me. You did it. That's on you.
It is.
So fuck you.
You know what? Abortions are really hard to get in the States. It's very unfortunate. Especially some states, I think it's still outlawed.
Of course, yeah.
So, like, you'd have to drive to another state to get the abortion,
it's
and they have to pay for them because fucking healthcare is not free.
It's a human life. It's a child of God, Chelsea, that you're taking away.
Fuck.
It's a fucking little blip in your womb. It's just a little bean. You can get rid of it. If it's like when it's like a full-born baby, like a full-fledged baby.
Oh my God. I
That's
always
a
just
baby.
picture South Park when Cartman's mom is trying to like get the law passed that you can abort babies later in their term. And she's trying to abort her 8-year-old son. She's like, I just want it to be like, what was it? Like 300th trimester or whatever.
This one's not working out for
Yeah,
me.
it's not working out. Can we get the law changed?
Oh, man.
Just abort my son who's 8.
Listen, I hate mothers like these. Unless you're suffering from like legit postpartum depression,
Yeah, but then get help.
And then, yeah, get help and you'll move through that. But like this bitch was,
Mean.
you could have aborted. Just, even if you don't get an abortion.
Adoption is an option.
Yeah, adopt.
Adoption is an option. Let's do that ad.
Yeah, I would have just told
good
her,
rhyme.
like, listen, you're going to shut your fucking mouth. Because we're here and you did this to us. So if you don't want to deal with us, that's fine.
Yes, but remember what, like, 10-year-old Lillian was like.
10-year-old Lillian was silent.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe once you hit your
canvas
teens,
boys.
you're able to say that, because when you're a teenager, you're kind of a giant raging bitch, right?
Also, like, if they could have
those
run
hormones.
off together. 16-year-old boys.
Were they 16?
No, they were 12
Okay.
when she
Yeah,
died.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
saying if they stuck
they waited,
around,
yeah,
if they
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
kill her,
Totally.
they could have gone off.
Yeah, because what's she going to do to a 16-year-old boy?
Oh, she was a bitch.
Yeah.
Basically. This interview that this whole book is set.
It was so short.
There's a lot of buildup for like.
I know.
I really thought that he was gonna have some elaborate plan.
I did too. I
mean,
thought
right?
he was going to, I thought he rigged the whole house or something
it's
to
gonna
make
be
it seem
fake,
haunted.
yeah.
None
And then
of
like
that.
someone dies, and then he's like, "Ooh, I've gone too far here." No, he
He did nothing.
he just wanted, and the interview was just, yeah, I want to get my favorite horror authors in a haunted house,
and I want to push him too far.
and yeah, and that's it.
That's all.
Just one day. And I was
Could have
like,
been
oh.
way more creative, Wainwright. Come on.
I mean, his site seems like something that like it seems like it would be geared towards us, but really, when you think about the shit he doesn't do much.
Yeah, not really.
You're not exciting, bro. I hated Wainwright. And what
Well,
would-
I think we were supposed to.
they kept describing his face
as leathery.
like it looked like it wasn't his real face.
Yeah, I thought that would come into play somewhere.
Didn't. What the fuck was that about,
just-
Scott Thomas?
Maybe this
What's
guy
wrong with his
just
face? Poor guy. Everyone like, ew.
he's just tanned way too long. I feel like Scott Thomas knows someone who looks like that, and he just
I don't like
really,
your fucking
he
face,
just really
bro.
wanted to like put that on this guy.
Get out of here with your leather face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking hate your face.
Sweet rain, Wayne, right. I can't talk today.
Blah blah.
Sometimes
blah,
when we
blah,
record
blah,
this,
blah,
I
blah.
think, am I having a stroke? But then I push through, and it's fine.
Just a minor stroke, just a wee little one.
I do so, okay. This book, until like the very end, had me convinced that they never left the house.
Yes, me too.
I thought that was going to be the thing.
I did too.
So I was a little disappointed.
Yes, because I wanted that.
And that would have been so, because they kept saying they saw flashes of them like back in the
Yes.
house. And all the shit they were seeing and writing, it seemed too extreme to actually be happening.
Yes.
So I thought it would be so cool if like they blink and like snap out of it and like a year hasn't gone by. It's like you had a weird
been, like,
dream.
Yeah, it's been like one night
Yeah.
and they're still in the house.
Because the house was like...
But like maybe they snap out of it and they're like strangling and killing each other.
That would have
you know?
been...
That would have been epic.
I was sure that was going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because the house said, it's time to have some fun.
Yes.
And that was the end of one section.
And I thought
of the
like
book.
maybe it won't let them leave.
And that would have been so good, Scott Thomas. Not like I did appreciate the ending of this book because it goes off the rails.
Oh,
but
my
like
God, yeah.
that would have been so fucked up and scary.
Yeah.
But maybe it was too obvious, I guess.
I guess if we both thought it was
Yeah.
probably too obvious.
I thought I fucking done solved this whole mystery.
I did too. And then I'm like, it's still going and they're still wait, they're going back to the house? Okay, this
They
isn't
left,
what
like,
it is supposed to
It wasn't even
what I think it
halfway
is.
through the book when they left.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I thought this
and like
haunting
nothing
thing-
happened while they were there except weird dreams. Like, did Moore and Sam sleep together, or was that just a fever dream?
I think they fucked.
Yeah,
Or maybe no, I think the house
I think
he had sex with the spirit.
I think he had sex with the house.
But he wanted to bang more. Because
That's
those
fair.
two had some zesty chemistry.
Because he's so passive and she's so aggressive.
Would have been cool. Also, her hair sounds super exciting.
Well, he kept describing her hair.
Yeah.
One thing I didn't like was how he kept describing her particularly.
Well, he had a crush on her. Little man.
Well, no,
crush.
I mean, like, is the, the author
the
descriptions.
Yeah, a little bit of like her breast bouncily
Her
down
tight
the stairs.
body.
Coiled, always ready to strike. I think he was just describing like hot stuff, like his ideal woman.
Yeah,
know?
maybe. Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, hey, listen, I would have had
No,
sex with Moore too.
it's fine. Yeah.
If Moore was like, yo, you down? I'd be like, heck yeah, let's go. She reminds me a little
hurt
bit.
you.
Oh, I know. Maybe I'd like it. She reminds me of Lynn Gunn from the band Paris a little. Like, that's who I was picturing, but with, like, long dark. I'll show you a picture of her.
Okay.
Basically, spicy, hot, love her.
Spicy.
She's like, I wouldn't date her, but I would love to have, like, an illicit affair with her.
Just like a one crazy night or
yeah,
something.
she'd be, like, the best lover I had. And then she'd run away in the night and leave me crushed forever.
I love it. You just set the whole scene.
Everyone
here.
needs one romantic partner like that. Where you're like, I fucking hate him, but also love him. The doctor, a duddle.
What a cunt.
His section of the book, I hated with a passion. Because I read it, and then I had stuff to do that day, and I wanted to put the book away.
But you couldn't.
But he kept going on, like, no, okay, I know what's happening here. And I thought he
And
was
you're
going to
waiting.
spill some tea on us. He said dick all.
And then he just died.
And then he got hit by a bus.
Which I was quite pleased with.
Shut up, bro.
I know.
I was just as irritated as they are.
Yeah, because they're just like sitting there like, why aren't you telling us anything? Oh, and because he's a giant asshole.
Yeah.
And made this whole thing a problem. I'm going to tell the world that it's real.
You. All you.
I feel like, can you get sued for that? Who has a case against you? No one.
Yeah, no one lives
No
in the
one.
house anymore.
Exactly. Fuck. The real
Also,
estate
would-
market.
do
Can the
these
real estate
houses-
market sue him?
Would this house really, like, blow up that much these days?
No.
Like a haunted house.
No.
There's so many of them, it's not like Amityville Horror anymore.
Yeah.
And when that was in its heyday, it was fucking...
Well, and there's so many people now that like
Yeah.
brutal murders happen all the news is full of just dark shit all the time.
I did appreciate
I
that
don't
the
know.
house was like, we gotta take this to the internet. Let's
It
get
knew. It fucking
an
knew.
internet mogul up
Yeah.
in here. Meet some TikTok. Oh, the TikTokers would ruin this house.
Yeah, they'd go in and just start looking for
Jesus
ghosts.
Christ. Everyone would be infected because
Yeah.
of them. Lots of lovely characters, and they all fit their roles exceptionally.
They did.
Sam
They
is
certainly
like
did.
the mainstream horror author,
Yeah.
a little safe, but still a good author.
Yeah.
He's stuck now. He's had too many hits and he doesn't know where to go. And he's the hero of this book.
Yeah.
The dark past tattooed young thing.
With his burned arm.
Yeah, and he's sad about it.
Stop pulling at its skin.
He reminds me a little bit of Sam from
Yes.
Supernatural.
Oh my god.
Like a
yes.
bit of a weenie.
A big weenie.
Yeah, his dark secret was that he killed his mom and made it look like she died in a house fire.
Which, I mean, that's pretty epic.
Also, I really love the imagery, the repeated imagery of like eyes bursting when they
yes.
are in a fire. Gross and spicy. T.C. Moore, we all know that I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Her thing was she was in an extremely abusive relationship when she was young, and he hit her head so hard at one point that it like popped her eye socket, her iris.
Yeah.
And that's why like her horror is really like she's
Graphic. Well, that's definitely why she's so aggressive now, right?
She doesn't want to let herself be that person again, but she was young.
Well, would you believe that I was shy and really passive for like half of my life?
No.
And then I turned into T.C. Moore.
T.C. Moore, you did it. You know, I get her whole vibe. Could soften a little. Although when she like with Sam, she got soft. So it's when the right person comes around.
It felt so bad though, because like she got really soft after the house thing happened, and it felt like, man, that it broke her so much that she's just like, I don't know how to feel anymore.
That's how I knew it wasn't her.
Yeah.
Because T.C. Moore would never do that.
No.
She was like, also she was hilarious.
She
added some humor. Sebastian Cole is the big shot.
Oh my
He's
God,
like
I
the
loved
Stephen
him.
King, the horror author.
I loved him.
He's old as fuck now, suffering from some dementia.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And his dark secret was that he's gay, and he didn't want to come out because like he's old.
Well, he had a secret lover who then died.
Who was his editor.
Yeah.
And when he was a young thing, like it was a time where you couldn't come out and say you were gay. So he had like a wife and a secret lover. And yeah, he died of cancer, and he was
so sad.
He was the good, like he was like the dad of the group.
He was,
you know?
yeah. He was
didn't
like
want
the
a
moderator.
single hair on his head hurt.
I know.
They hurt him.
They hurt him.
Boy,
God
did
damn
they
it,
hurt him.
Daniel.
Daniel Slaughter.
Okay, your last name is Slaughter, first of all.
As soon as they said he was religious, I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
He's the clear weakling. He's a chunky monkey.
Which is constantly described, which is so funny. Because, again, I feel like Scott Thomas knows someone who of this description that he doesn't like.
So he just keeps about it. Here comes Daniel, covered in sweat, just lumbering down the hallway.
Pulling his shirt over his big round belly.
I could hear, he was, oh Lord, he's coming, guy.
It was brutal.
He's a devout Christian who writes like teen horror, but it's set for the Christian crowd. So it's like if you sin, you're gonna get punished.
Well, that's
and
kind
the
of
good
like
always wins in the end.
Yeah, that's kind of like any slasher flick, right? The two people having sex are always the first to die.
Jesus sees you, and he's gonna send an axe murderer.
Yeah, apparently the murderers really love. I mean, I guess you're vulnerable at that moment.
Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, there are a few serial killers that we've. The Monster of Florence. He's people of choice were lovers in cars. Just let people screw in a car.
Nope.
It's none of your business.
Gotta kill him.
Anyways, he's a straight up bitch, and I knew he would be the one to snap because they make it known that he's like a pansy.
Yeah, he just needed that one thing, and because he didn't have any like weird dark secrets.
Yeah, no, he just, he was a Christian fella, loved his daughter, she died.
He was the odd one out.
And that's what snapped.
Yeah.
And then he was like, God has betrayed me. And that priest came in
World doesn't revolve around you, bruh.
God always does things for a reason. That's the worst thing you could say.
I know, because then he's just like, well, what reason was this? Yeah. Like, that is not the time for that, that expression. Yeah, exactly. What's the reasoning for this? Well, I don't have any. Exactly. So that you become a hatchet murderer.
The house chose well, let me tell you, with Daniel.
Yeah, I think so. Did the house kill his daughter, do you think? Or was it just a bunch of, like, drunk teens in a car?
I don't know if the house could have influence over her, because she wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it just happened, and the house was like, I can work with this.
How convenient, house.
Wainwright is some Irish bitch who is like, his dad is a millionaire.
Oh, yeah. He's just like a trust fund baby.
Yeah, he has rightwire.com, which has like weird genre. Mm-hmm. Instead of just interviewing people, he has to make this whole elaborate, like, there's a thing with the subway where he stopped the whole subway line to make it look like some monsters were attacking the subway.
Oh, yes. That was very early on.
If I was on my way to work taking the TTC
and you heard about monsters.
and this ass hat was like, we need to close line 1 all day for a film production.
Yeah, no.
Not today, Wainwright. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, but some towns have way better subway systems than Toronto.
Not Toronto.
Ours is shit. We have 2 lines?
Yeah. Social distance, but also it's so crowded in there.
Is it still crowded though? Oh, fuck.
It's a disaster.
I wouldn't take it
It's
now.
a disaster.
It's just asking to get COVID.
Kate was the camera woman. She was his lover, Wainwright's lover. She seemed cool, nice Southern gal.
Yeah, I liked her. She wasn't offensive.
She wasn't in the book that much. She died. She succumbed to the torment. She killed herself. But in an extreme.
Oh my god! And
Yikes.
she thought she was winning by killing herself. She's like, "You can't take me because I took me." But then she put the knife all the way through her fucking
then
arm
carved.
and all the. Oh my god! That's how I want to go.
Also,
do you imagine someone finding you like that? Yeah, nuts to them.
Okay,
right?
Chelsea, you're a fucking freak. Brandon, you should be concerned. Your wife is insane.
He's gonna find me one day, and it'll be a whole spectacle.
Sometimes you say things, and I'm like, like your thing about it taking blood.
I like needles.
I don't want to wake up and you're over me one day.
I'm good
and
at
here
finding
we
a vein.
So when I have my surgery, you should come and put the
Yes,
IV in because
there we go.
they fuck around way too much.
Do they?
Yeah,
Well,
they can't find it.
I can find
They're
it.
in here. They're real in here. It's like my whole body's like,
No, you're like a chow chow where it's protected.
yeah, you can't come in here.
I'm a natural born fighter.
So yeah, she dies hard. And I don't know why anyone would think that would be you winning, because obviously
I have no
the
idea.
house is trying to make you go insane, so it wants you to give up and kill
But that's
yourself.
why she thought she was winning.
No, but then your
'Cause she was
spirit is
insane.
with the it's so stupid, Kate. I was on your team until that, you dumb bitch.
I liked it. I thought, you go. You go.
Listen, it was a fun suicide. Not
was.
that suicides are ever fun, but
Trigger warning.
in a cinematic sense, it's quite.
It was because she
A
wasn't.
slash.
She didn't want to kill herself. She was just doing it kind of out of spite, which
In
was
my
terrifying.
In my mind, I was like, okay, make sure you go down this way, not crisscross.
Oh boy, did she ever!
Ooh, boy. Oh, God. And then there's some other random characters, like the doctor who gets hit by a bus, but, they die or
So much of this book reminded me of The Craft too. Kind of just getting hit by the bus. Everyone was just willing it to happen because he started crossing the street and right away I'm thinking you're gonna die. You're gonna get hit by
there's a
something.
bus,
You're
there's
gonna
a bus.
fucking die.
Look both ways, you.
Things we learn when we're
If
kids.
this was in Toronto, there'd be at least one person on the bus Jesus fucking
Not
Christ,
again.
another delay. Here we go.
It doesn't matter about the corpse.
Lots of themes here. We got trauma and secrets, childhood trauma, sexual assault, things that you're ashamed of, murder, insanity.
Really?
Murder in a
Murder's a
haunted
thing?
house.
No.
Yeah, we got paranormal
When was
too.
someone murdered? we read
have
different novels, ma'am.
Religion, the power of storytelling. In manifesting what you want. This house is a
my God.
powerful manifester.
It's a witch.
I love this house.
House is a
If
witch.
I had this power of manifesting,
You do.
I would be
It's
set.
in you.
You
have to will it.
I know. I'm working on it. I will get
Manifest
there. Okay, the question that I was really excited about. Why do you think the house chose Sebastian,
Oh, as the writer?
the writer?
Because he was the most talented. At the end of the day, he just was the best. He probably got through the story fastest. And so once he hit that
they're
one
okay.
spot, it was yep, you nailed it.
How did the house? Oh yeah, the doctor sent the book to Wainwright.
Yeah.
Damn.
And I get everyone was like, why would you just take it and think that everything's fine? He gets sent shit all the time. He's not just going to be yes, there is something sinister about this specific package. Mind you, I'd be suspicious of every package. But
Also, Why didn't anyone look more into this interview and this guy before they went?
I thought they did. They knew who Wainwright was.
Yeah, they knew who he was, but they're like, "Yep, let's go to the small Kansas city."
Oh yeah, in the weird library.
And that after that intro, I'd be like, "No, fuck you, get out of here."
Yeah.
What drew them in? Like, it's not that exciting of an idea.
Well, so they went for their interview, I guess, and they thought like they all had new books coming out except Sebastian, I guess. So they thought like, we need to go promote our books. Maybe their publisher was like, yeah, you got to go promote it. So they went, and then like, you don't want to be the one little bitch who doesn't stay in the haunted house overnight. I like how apprehensive they all were, where I would have just been like, sweet, let's fucking go, bro.
The haunted house is cool, but his whole weird, like, I made this video of me that I'm going to project on screen and turn all the lights on.
And then I'm going to walk in anyway and start talking to you.
I'm going to be like, you're a fucking wiener.
Right?
Get out of here.
He's a showman.
What song does this story make you think of?
Carry On, My Wayward Son.
Wow, when did you think of that?
5 minutes ago.
I was listening to this song today and it was perfect. It's Lex Monster. Lex is the artist. Lexxe.
That's how you spell Lex.
Yeah,
sure.
that's how you spell Lex. Yeah.
Sure.
It reminds me of More, and then More at the end of the book when she is the house. Oh my God, I forgot the end. Okay. I totally forgot the ending of this goddamn book. So they go into this house again. Stupid idea, because they're writing this fucking manuscript, and it all ends at the same sentence where like there's a walled up section of the house, and they're pounding away at it, and the brick falls free, and that's where all of them suddenly were like, I don't know the ending of the story.
So they go
go to the house.
The wall.
Dumbass idea. They all separate immediately.
It's a big white people problem.
Dumbass idea too. And then, yeah, Daniel is the chosen one to go on a fucking murder spree with a hatchet. And boy, does he. He gets Wainwright first, right in the center of the head here.
Oh, and it was the best description ever.
Ooh.
I want to hear all of the murders happening from the victim's perspective.
Just like, oh.
Because you're just, oh,
What's
fuck.
that?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
my
And he's
head
like,
hurt.
oh, my scalp is over there now? Oh, my God.
And then he shoves him down a well.
As you do.
More, he attacks the shit out of her. She gets stabbed in the stomach. She gets pushed down the stairs. She breaks like everything.
Mm-hmm.
She made the mistake of falling forward down the stairs.
Yes. Just
you
like
gotta
that
go
movie.
back
What was
and
that movie?
slide.
Someone had fallen like doop and hit their head on the. It was the first movie we watched for 31 Days of Spook. What was that? The second was Color Out of
3
Space.
days ago. Chelsea, why can't I remember
it was
this?
Ginger Snaps.
Drugs. Things go in, things go out. Oh, yeah.
No more room in there.
Also, that was in the last book, The Hope Before Dark. She fell
why
forward
do
down
they
the
keep
stairs
doing that?
and broke everything in her body.
It's like they want to be dramatic. They're just like, oh, they just throw
Bro, if
themselves.
you feel yourself falling, throw all your weight backwards.
Every time I fall down the
Easy.
stairs, it's just like a whoop.
Yeah. Fucking
It's usually because my socks are too
The
slippery.
only time I went forward down the stairs is because I was on crutches and at the top of a huge flight of stairs.
Yeah, you can't really
And
fall
it
backwards
toppled
with
over-
a crutch,
yeah.
can you? 'Cause
But I
it's
went
like-
loosey-goosey and I only had a minor concussion. That I know of. Everything could move and I'm still alive.
It's good. Concussions suck, though.
So yeah, he goes on a murder spree. Sebastian is the third to die. He sacrifices himself for Sam and gets a hatchet in the neck. And just a
What a
geyser
brutal
of
way to
blood.
kill someone. Can't he do something like a little better? Like
heroic?
I mean Daniel, like murder in a in a more
I mean, he's not a fucking
ethical way.
circus. You just throw a hatchet wherever it hits. I don't know.
God, it's brutal.
Yeah. I mean, he did aim for the head.
He's hacking away at
So-
people.
You got him in the neck. That's a quick death. You bleed out really fast. Real mess. Real fucking mess.
Now your neck's an accordion.
You gotta think of the crime scene cleaners because then they have to deal with the body of blood, like all the
Can you
blood
imagine
all over the carpet.
walking in on that house after this whole
Jesus
event?
Christ.
Oh, Nelly. That'd be something.
Well, they burned it down.
Oh,
Sam
yes.
thought of that.
Because he knows from experience.
I don't want someone to clean this up,
He
so
knows
I gotta
from
burn this
experience.
house down.
Yeah.
And then Sam took a long time to get to. He survived. He had a lot of wounds. Mm-hmm. Dear God, a lot of wounds.
His ankle, ugh, so gross.
It broke.
And then he kept using it to kick him. Ew.
Don't put weight on that, bro. Fuck. I forget how Daniel dies. Sam eventually gets the better. Mm-hmm. Doesn't he just fall off the porch and die?
I think he just death by hatchet and falling.
He fell off the porch because he was too fat for the porch to hold him. And then,
even though he had lost all that weight.
I guess Sam hit him with the hatchet, but I don't remember.
I couldn't picture Daniel. I could picture the other characters, but I couldn't picture him because, everyone thinks of, a hefty, the way he was describing him, he was just saying that he was overweight, and it's okay, well, what does that mean?
I picture the big beer bellies.
Oh, okay.
Where leg wise, he's
got
trim,
regular
but huge belly,
just belly.
Yeah.
Couldn't picture him.
More. Sam thinks she's okay, and for a second I was like, "Thank God this bitch survived." But then I remember the house was like, "Come to me, and I'll make it all go away." And she went, and then. Yeah, after they escape the house, Sam says, she's acting real different. It's like the house won. And then she shows up at an interview. The last, I love this part in horror movies where the good guy thinks he won.
Yes.
And then it turns
a
out
happy ending.
The house is now more.
Yeah, she's
over
I'm
more.
almost finished my new book. Sam's like, what?
Yeah.
She's like, it's about our time in the house. And he's like, no, damn it. I worked so hard.
She just looks at him like, Psst, Rachel.
Yeah, exactly. I'm infected. Nuts to you.
What makes a good horror for you? And who are some of your biggest influences in the genre?
For me, what makes a good horror is surprise. Mm-hmm. I don't want to know what's happening, and I don't want to know the ending, because everyone always has their own idea of what's going to happen and whatever. I think, and I like really gothic horrors, so I feel like Alma Katsu is going to end up being one of those authors because her gothic horror writing is very good. It's not very spooky, but it's very eerie
so
and it's
extra.
And the way she writes is decadent. You want to just keep reading, right? So I like her writing.
I wish, Crimson Peak.
Yeah,
the vibe of that movie. I just wish it was written a little better because that's awesome gothic horror.
Yeah.
But then the script was
yeah.
So
that's
you're
most horror
sister.
movies, right?
Oh, you know what?
Did Netflix write it?
Yeah, I can't say his name. Del Toro.
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, I can never say his first name. He did that. Do you have a horrifying secret that the house would use against you, Chelsea?
A horrifying secret?
Horrifying secret.
No.
Did you kill anyone in a house fire?
I did
randomly?
not. No.
I was thinking, if we went in this house, what would the house do to us?
Honestly, I have some secrets. We all do.
Yeah.
But, I wouldn't,
right.
They're not going to...
You're going to torment me.
Yeah,
Also, we
whatever.
are both, mentally fucked.
True.
So
True. Would it win? No.
If we were seeing shit, we'd be like, cool.
Just another Tuesday.
Finally, I am schizophrenic. Great. Here we go. I knew this day would come. I worried about it, and now I'm seeing
Did I forget
someone.
my meds today?
And I'm high now every day. So I just be like, it's shit. Drugs. I don't know. And we don't know anyone. We wouldn't tell this story. Fuck you.
Oh, well, I mean,
So
we
you're
podcast
a spooky house.
But not if we knew that the house was going to profit off of our telling the story.
Yeah,
we wouldn't.
What do I get out of this?
We wouldn't tell anyone. Yeah,
bitch.
fuck you. Stupid house. Selfish bastard.
You share something for me, I share something for
there
you.
you go.
No. Want 15% of the profits.
Hey, you're doing all the work, man. You want 80%. Maybe Moore's getting a real good slice.
You're the business person.
She's probably getting a real good slice.
Ooh, more, yeah. Oh man, this house had it at the end. They were in like a sexy body, a rich body who's an author.
About to get even more rich.
They wanted their whole thing as storytelling. That's smart of the house.
But like, what are the chances that like a bunch of authors go? I mean, obviously,
house did it.
Well, the doctor did it, right? Because he sent it to Wainwright, and he like totally.
I feel like
was
the house could
planning
see
it
through all the people's eyes that it like weasels its way into.
I mean,
through
you're giving the house a lot
the
of credit.
doctor and Wainwright, it found these authors and it was like, hang on a minute.
Ding, 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 ding.
This
ding.
house is a thinker, and I like this house.
This house is a thinker. Let's keep it.
I would just live here and be like, okay, so you want me to tell your story? I got it, but can you not like be an asshole about
Like,
it?
don't try and kill me.
I'll just say like, yeah, I love it. I'll make daily TikToks about my haunted house life.
I think it would like that. That could be a really good compromise.
They do that on TikTok.
Wait, what?
They say like they live in a haunted house.
Oh, okay.
And then they're like, oh, some spooky shit moved at night.
Yeah, sure.
You moved that door.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jessica.
You have fucking little threads everywhere.
So this author, oh my God, Scott Tom. Oh no, it's happening again. It went down. Scott Thomas is the Stoker-nominated author of Kill Creek, which was selected by the American Library Association's Reader Committee of the top horror book of 2017.
Oh, wow.
Originally from Kansas, Scott attended the university where, and we don't need to know that. He has written TV, movies, and teleplays for various networks, including Netflix, Sci-Fi, MTV, VH1,
Nice.
CW, Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and ABC Family.
Hot
He was
dog.
nominated for a Daytime Emmy for his work on R.L. Stein's The Haunting Hour. He lives in Sherman Oaks, California, with his wife and 2 daughters. Violet
nice.
is his second novel. So this was his first novel.
Oh, this was
Violet
his
is his second
That's
novel,
exciting.
which came out not too long ago.
I like that title, Violet.
Yeah.
Violet.
Yeah, he was saying like it was he wrote 10 years ago,
Fuck.
but it was tough for him to get out because he's worked a lot in like kids programming.
Oh, okay.
And everyone was like, "What are you doing?"
Well, because that would be weird if you like release. I'm surprised you didn't pick just a pen name and
Yeah.
release it under that. Isn't that what
He's
they
proud
normally
of us.
do?
If you work on something for 10
I
years,
know.
you're
Do you
like,
really
"No,
want a
this is
fake
mine."
name under it? Yeah.
Listen, it's different, but they both spark a lot of creativity. Like the children and horror, they're two extremes, but they're both
Sure.
very creative. So
Sure.
a child like author could write a horror book.
You can do whatever.
versa.
Your mind is
Yeah. Maybe
many
Scott
things.
visited a haunted house. Maybe Kill Creek is a real place, and he is the storyteller.
Scott, let us know in the comments below. Yeah, wherever you're listening to this, put
Let us know.
put a thing.
You've been
yeah,
in a house? You've been in a spooky Kansas house?
yeah. What did it kill you?
Who did you kill,
Ah,
Scott?
damn it,
That's
Scott.
the
What's
question.
Scott's dark secret?
Ooh, he'll tell us.
I feel like
If he's going to tell anyone, he's going to tell us.
yeah, I feel like he's got something looming. If he's, this whole thing was about like getting the deep dark secrets, but I guess that's a lot of horror, right? Is that like
Deep, dark
playing on your personal fear
Yeah.
to get you?
Ooh, yours would be, it'd make you so claustrophobic, this house. You'd be sucked into like a tunnel ASAP.
Yeah. And then the tunnel would just be full of men, like, oh God, I hate you all.
Just grabbing at you.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah. Shotgun.
Being like,
Bang,
hey, baby.
Bang, bang.
Let me take you for a ride tonight. You're looking
Nope.
lonely.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I am lonely.
No,
Thank you.
sorry, Bob.
And I'm proud to be lonely. You're not going to help my loneliness. You, Philip, that I've never met before, you're going to help me?
Ha 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 ha. How silly.
Oh, men. Fucking dickheads. Anyways.
Not all of them.
Most of them.
But those strangers on the street sure are.
Oh, yep. Everyone loves an aggressive cat call.
Oh my
You're
God.
walking to work at 9
New
a.m.
Orleans.
Hey, the best though, the best pickup I've ever seen. We were walking down. You lost your credit card, so you were like, "Ah!"
Oh, yeah, I was-
And then this guy was like, "Hey, hang on, ma'am, hang on. You dropped something.
Oh my God.
Your digits."
No.
Yeah, he said that. I thought it was my credit card. So I'm like, what?
You turned around, you were so hopeful.
It's just your digits, and I was so mad that it wasn't my credit card that I don't even think I said anything. I think I just walked away.
Yeah. I mean, you were on a mission.
I was on a mission.
But that was a great try.
That was a good try.
A good try by
I'm
dude.
not even mad about it.
And then there was that one guy through like a street corner. I don't know if he said he wanted to kiss us or kill us. But both of us were involved and he wanted to do something to us.
It's true. Yeah. My rule is that if it takes 10 seconds and they haven't fucked off, I'm just going to scream.
Yeah.
And you know they'll
You
run.
kind of just be like, ha 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 ha, and walk like further and further away.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're mean to them, they stalk you. It's a real hit or miss.
You hit him with, like, you don't say anything, but you laugh at them in a way where they know that they're stupid.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
they fucked
I do
up.
my really embarrassing laugh.
Oh, you.
Like there was a guy at Cherry Cola's who, like, the bar was like closing down. I'm leaning on the bar, like waiting for you guys to like get your coats on and shit. And he just came up beside me. He's got this real dirty stash. And he's like, yo, can I get your number? And I just started laughing and walked away.
First of all,
Yo.
is not a way to approach a lady.
That is not my name, okay?
She's not your bro.
I am not your bro. I am someone who's going to laugh at you.
At least
because
say
it's
yo,
stupid.
ma'am. Yo, ma'am.
Yo, ma'am. Don't fucking call me ma'am. Don't call me.
Not even like a please. May
Yo.
I? No, just yo, give me your number.
Why would I give you my number? I don't know you.
hit him with that?
Yeah. No, I just laugh and walk away. I want them to feel embarrassed.
It's great, yeah. I like to watch their faces fall.
Crumble. What'd I do? You know what you did.
I can't hear shit. If people yell at me on the street,
Huh?
I don't know. Just walking like head down, like
Well, because you're just like in your own. You've probably got your own like thoughts
oh,
going
it's like
on
a
that you're
movie
just like
in here
man
all day. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Who's talking to me? Someone said hi to me and I didn't say anything, and then they called me a fucking bitch.
Yep, that'll happen.
That happens a lot. And then a man came out of a bush while I was walking home. And tried to ask me like about the drink I had. He's like, "Yo, where would you get that drink?"
What drink?
Out of a bush. I was like, "Where the fuck did you come from?"
You can't just pop out of a bush.
Oh my god, man!
Guys, we think you're gonna kill us all the time, so you really need to be gentler in your
cool about
approach.
it.
Yeah.
Make yourself known before you just appear.
Yes, definitely make yourself known, and then maybe start with your name.
No, that would be terrifying. Lillian!
No, not your name. I mean their name. Like, hey, I'm Scott
yes,
Thomas.
yes.
I'm an author. I'm really digging your vibe here. Can we talk about horror books? Scott Thomas, I'm profiling you.
If only that was how men hit on you.
Right? It's more of a courtship than a just.
They really just appear and they sit and then like they arrange themselves to look seductive and then they're like, hey.
I think they're hoping for the one night stand, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I guess.
I don't know what I don't.
I don't know if like a rock bar.
I haven't been in the adult dating scene, so I'm unaware.
I always assume they want sex.
Yeah,
which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but like,
as long as they don't follow you to the bathroom in a club, because that is the most terrifying thing.
Well, you're clearly intoxicated.
Yes,
like too intoxicated. Yeah. They're like, this is the one for me.
Yeah, no, that's why it's good that your husband's there to like cock block them.
Poor Brandon's always like, jeez, here we go again. Just fuck off. If a gal's with a group, fuck off.
Especially when you see her boyfriend sitting right there. Yeah. Just because he's letting you dance with her doesn't mean that he's also going to let you sleep with her.
It's all yours.
Not that it's up to him anyway, but you know what I mean.
Oh, the world of flirting. It's a rough go out there.
I just try to make pizza.
Yeah, that's a good method. Just confuse them so they're like, what? We're rolling down. I can't believe he went through the whole thing. There's something on it. He really thought that was going to end in something
He
good
really
for
did.
him.
It did
He
not.
did. He made the whole pizza. And then you're like, okay, bye.
I'm going to throw up on the floor and get kicked out now. Thank you.
Oh, but they were so nice about it.
They really were.
Like, you need this water, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Now get out.
It's only 10 o'clock, ma'am. You're fucking old.
Those days are behind us, Chelsea.
It's COVID. We're not allowed to go outside anymore.
Yeah, no, they were long.
Not that I would. I don't want to like interact with people and get
I think if we went to a
infected.
bar today, we would have 3 drinks, be out of control drunk, screaming at each other. One of us would be on the floor.
It's true.
The men would be like, these fucking idiots. And someone would take us home. I don't know who. Probably Pino.
Probably Pino.
Yeah.
100% Pino.
And then I'd be sick for 4 days.
Pino, okay. He is the best to be in a car with when you're drunk because, like, what bugs me is that he won't stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, when you're drunk and someone won't shut up, you want to throw up more. It's not like I can't even hear what he's saying. It's just that
But
he
he's
is
so
talking,
positive.
but
This
he's
is my
so
uncle.
positive.
This is
And then
my
as soon as
uncle.
you're just like, oh, I think I'm going to puke, he pulls over and
It's
he's
like,
like, you
okay,
do it.
go
and
for it.
he's told me, like, if you puke in the car, that's okay. I'm like, I'm not puking in the car.
It's years of drugs.
Yeah.
He's done it all. And one time he picked me up and I didn't even ask. I just started eating his pizza because I guess my mind was like, well, this is for me.
Hey, there's a pizza.
So I just ate his entire pizza and then I passed
he was okay
out.
with
He was like, all right.
I guess I bought you a pizza.
Probably went back downtown to get that same pizza.
Gigi's pizza.
Gigi's pizza. I have never had that sober. I've always been fucked up.
I don't even know if it's real.
I don't know, but it's good when you're drunk, man. That means it's big, thick, heavy slices.
boy pizza.
Oh,
Yo, you got
fuck.
vegan pizza? No.
No. I miss those
Hey,
days.
it's Toronto. They might.
I miss those nights on the town.
A night on the town.
Now we just come here and die in your house, which is good too.
That's good too.
It's more
Yeah.
safer.
It is safer. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. No roofie worries. Last
Yeah.
time I went to a show, the girl went to the bathroom and came back and said, were you watching my drink? And I was like, shit, you really should have told me that you put it down before you left to the
Ooh.
bathroom.
Yeah, fuck. I cover
know?
that whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
Get out of
You
here.
shouldn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't. But
C'est la
man.
vie. Such is life.
Anyways, haunted houses.
Well, and next month is Witchy YA. Mm-hmm. We haven't read young adult since last January, right? January. So I picked this because it
Good
had a pretty cover.
That's a dope
It's
cover.
literally, I don't even think I read the synopsis. I just bought it because
I like your cover.
I was like, it's purple, it's got a cat, a
There's
wicked
more
magic.
to a book than the
Bam.
cover, Chelsea.
But I never buy because of the cover. Well, Mexican Gothic.
That was
I
a good
wanted because
cover.
of the
That's a
cover.
good
Yeah,
cover.
yeah. So
I like your cover.
it happens, you know?
I like your cover.
So authors, just in case you thought it didn't matter, it does.
Okay.
Not very judge a book by its cover.
Oh, I see what you meant. Sorry. I just said okay.
I am on board.
Sometimes I blank out. I'm just like, okay, and I hope it works.
I mean, so far so good. I'm going to read the synopsis.
You hit it. You hit us with it.
Of A Wicked Magic by Sasha Lawrence. What evil have these new witches awakened?
No,
Why
you
do they
tell
always
us.
have to be evil witches, you know?
Maybe
Maybe they're
that's-
coming into their power.
Maybe they're just like, they have a bad rap. And at the end, they're not the evil ones.
Okay, let's hope. Beware the magic in the black book. Why is it always got to be black, you know?
Well, it's not going to be green. That's not spooky.
Yeah, but like, that's my second
I'm
favorite
going to make
color.
another of these drinks.
my favorite
I really
hue.
like the hue. It's a good hue.
It's a good hue.
Purple. You know what's a good
No,
color?
purple's a good color, and
color
black
that
is
is-
a good hue.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, black's not a color.
Sorry, I
it's a
don't know my
hue.
color wheel.
Well, black ain't on it.
I didn't take art class, Chelsea.
I mean,
I took music as
I'm
my
almost
elective.
30, so I don't even know what art class was about.
Art. You drew stuff.
Wow!
Yeah, this is the primary color.
You know what? You know what? I'm over it. I'm reading the synopsis.
Okay.
When Daniela and Liz I'm going to say Liz. Liz stumbled on a way to transform themselves into witches. Oh, fuck yeah. They didn't realize that magic had an agenda of its own. That every time the friends cast a spell, they were one step closer to disaster. If only they'd known. Johnny would never have been dragged away into the night in the claws of a horrifying creature. Holy shit. If only they'd known, Dan and Liz would still be best friends, same as they ever were. Same as it ever was. Sad and lonely and stagnating in their small town. And Dan's new best friend, Alexa, would be safe in LA, far away from the danger they've awoken. If only they'd known that the magic was wicked. If only. Set in the atmospheric wilds of California's northern coast, Sasha Lawrence's eerie debut novel is about the complications of friendship, taking back power and embracing the darkness that lurks within us all. Debut novels are always winners.
One day we're going to end this podcast in a smooth, seamless way.
See, you're saying words that don't form sentence. None of that makes sense.
I didn't hear
what do you mean
word
a formal?
You said when you were reading that, but it sounded exciting.
It sounds
I know
good.
when I was reading that at work, I was like, oh shit, oh fuck, oh
Oh
damn.
shit. If only.
Sounds like magic gets a little out of hand.
See, they transform themselves into witches, but like, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like you just take up the craft and then you are, you know?
Sounds like a party. It's for sure not a way to ruin a friendship.
Right?
If
Because then you build a coven.
yeah.
Unless that bitch doesn't like magic stuff. And they're just like, no, you can't manifest stuff. And you're just like, girl.
Ugh, watch me manifest you out of here.
Watch me.
That looks fun.
It looks
I
fun.
love a good spooky YA witch book. So dramatic. Love triangles and just boys, so boy crazy.
Oh yeah, because they're fucking kids. See, that part drives me nuts. Because like I do remember being a teenager and like every time you have a crush, you're like, "This is love. This is the end
one.
of every." Yeah,
This is the one.
and then you find someone else, and the same thing happens.
Yeah,
this
God.
is it. I thought that was love, but this is.
It's not like you don't even talk to these men either.
You don't.
Just see
No.
a boy
I
across
know.
the room and you're like, that's my
That's it.
soulmate.
Yep, we're in love now. Like,
I made
okay.
several relationships in my mind. Never spoke a word to them. But in my mind, we had a
You
whole
popped off. You had a
connection.
whole thing.
Yeah.
10-year romance.
I miss that.
I don't. That was a nightmare.
So funny.
Fuck that.
Love was so like fun and free.
I guess.
Now
I
it's
just thought it was a
like-
distraction. It was really annoying.
Oh God.
Well, our last YA books were, we had one good one and one that was like, meh.
There's the one in the woods.
So The Rules for Vanishing was
that
very
was good. That was good.
That was excellent. And then Here There Are Monsters was, it had
I liked it.
I liked it, but the ending just threw me for a whirl.
Yeah,
I don't think I
YA
was on
books.
board for that.
YA
so.
books do that.
Do they really?
All of the endings are like, okay. I feel like all of them are written like they're gonna have a sequel, even if they don't have a sequel.
Oh, okay.
Because teen fiction, like, it's real hot and like it's like a whole story,
Fair
lots
enough.
of trilogies.
Sure. Well, and you know, if it does well, they're probably prepared to write a sequel, right? I think a sequel was announced for Year of the Witching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's working on a sequel. Don't quote me on that, but I think
Alexis?
I read that.
Good book. That was a good fucking book.
What would the sequel be?
I would want it to be set in the same world, but not with the same characters.
Yes, same. So like I would want it to be like maybe 100 years later or something.
Or maybe
right?
like just a little nod to Emmanuel.
Like maybe she was a trailblazer for something, right? And so like now they kind of like she was like kind of the way they see prophets or something.
Yeah.
Emmanuel is like one of I don't know, you know.
And then maybe like her ghost emerges at some point. Alexis, I think even she said she's open to doing more in that world, but not the same characters.
See, I like that.
So she's
it
on
doesn't
the same
need to be
page.
the same
Yeah,
characters.
She's on the same page as us.
It never needs to be the same characters.
Alexis knows.
Yeah, she knows.
And it's going to be feisty and cool.
I'm excited.
I just love witches.
Me too.
Fucking great. Every book I read now, I'm like, you know what would have made this better? Witchcraft.
You know what is out possibly by the release of this episode? Give me 1 second and let me check.
Craft?
The Craft sequel.
Craft. I think it's October 20-something.
What day is it today? October 3rd. I mean, October 28th? I don't know when this is coming out.
We record at the same time.
Yeah, 28th, October 28th. Oh, The Craft comes out October 22nd, or 27th, sorry. So yesterday, The Craft came out.
And it was so good.
Some people are upset that it's coming out. Because,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Every time they say that it's a
I know.
movie that you loved, even if the sequel is shit, it's new content.
No, it's true. And it's like, even if it's bad, like, don't worry about it. It doesn't ruin your experience from the old one.
Yeah, you will always have
You
that
still have
first
that.
one.
And at the very, like, it could be amazing.
Could be.
Right?
Could be. And
Apparently they had a
fun.
real witch on set. So, like, she's got some sway in what they did.
It looks super fun, and it's a story you can do it in every generation, and they should do it in every generation.
And it looks like they took it too far, just like the other girls.
I can't fucking wait. Just let this shit happen.
Yep.
God, people are so salty.
Don't ruin my childhood. We were 4 when the first Craft came out, so I mean, it didn't really affect our childhood.
I don't know when I watched it.
I watched
knew
it
that I liked it.
as an adult or a teenager, like late teens, I think.
Yeah,
I
I was
watched
definitely a teen. I definitely watched it too young. As with
you did?
most like cult classic movies, like Ginger Snaps too, I was too young when
I
I
watched
that.
Ginger Snaps on day 1 of Spook.
Yeah, you're new.
That
Did
was
you
my
like Ginger
first.
Snaps?
I really liked it. I enjoyed every
Yeah.
second, and she's in the order, so it was fun seeing her
that
as young.
actress.
She's so good. Yeah, she's so good.
She's in a lot of really dark, fucked up horror movies, like American Mary, I think it's called.
I haven't seen
It's
this.
like a tattoo art. It's weird.
It,
She's a good one.
okay,
I love her.
Yeah. No, I really like her in the order. She does a fantastic job. She's a great witch.
These movies are great, and they should be getting sequels for the new young.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, we see them when we're younger, and then, they were so good that, like, why not remake them? I mean, also think of new stuff to write, guys. Don't be dicks.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that Aladdin remake,
that was good shit.
that was good. That was fucking good.
Definitely
Definitely not horror, but,
I really liked Mulan. I liked Mulan.
It was good.
I missed
It wasn't
the
a
dragon.
musical, so I was
It
disappointed.
would be weird.
It's
a
get it.
serious war movie.
You know
if
what?
they just start
I honestly
singing.
think they didn't make it a musical just because they didn't want to put the Be a Man song in.
But that's such a poppin' song.
Yeah, but in today's market, do you really want to have a song that says "Be a Man"? I know the whole point of the movie is to go against that. It's like, I don't have to be a
I
man.
guess. But see, I watched it when I was a kid, so like,
I
I
know.
know every word to that song.
I know.
It's a great song, though. Like, musically, it's a good song.
It's fun. It's hilarious. Anywho,
October. Going into November.
Creeptober.
Creeptober.
What's it? Horrortober.
Horrortober.
October.
Horrortober doesn't
Not
sound good.
horror.
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 Horrortober. Spooky season.
Yeah.
Spooky. Yeah.
Spoopy.
Ooh, speaking of spooky season, you guys should have been participating in our countdown to Samhain and our 31 days of spook challenges on Instagram. Hashtags.
What up?
2 challenges coming at you.
Count them 2.
They're so much fun. They're super easy. You should do it.
It's over now because it's the 28th, but
Yes.
we do have
In this version of the world, it's
we have
the
our
October
we
28th.
in 2 days.
Yeah.
We have our anniversary Halloween episode.
2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, 2 year
years,
anniversary
2 years.
in 2 days.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
No, 2 days. 28th. Today's the 28th. That's when this is released.
It's in 2 days,
In
and
2
it's our
days.
2-year anniversary.
Yeah, we're releasing it the Friday, the 30th. I know how to count.
Why not
It's
have
planned out.
Because that's a Saturday. And people are busy on Saturdays. Oh, yeah.
Can they hear Brandon?
No.
Okay, so Chelsea's talking to Brandon. She's not just screaming.
Sometimes they can hear just like a hello, faint.
If I do this, they hear me.
Oh my god, they heard
Oh,
him.
shit.
That's Brandon.
Get out of here. Go away.
Sound stuff.
Anyway, we're doing that. And probably a giveaway for it.
Woo!
Woo! Giving stuff away. Yeah, we're going to talk about our top 5 books.
And then we're gonna ship me to the winner.
oh,
Straight
yeah.
across the
Yeah.
sea.
That's what you
I'm
get.
coming in a box like, hello.
Yeah, COVID-free Lillian. We'll disinfect her before we box
I
her.
will take the test and then I will send myself to you. Yes,
Excellent.
of course.
Of course. Yeah. Test first always. But
Was that COVID, ma'am?
I have asthma, and when I drink alcohol, it is exacerbated. I had something else to say. Oh, but if you're not following the Instagram, start because
This is good.
well, that and in December we're planning on like maybe an advent calendar thing or something, like more challenges.
Yeah, we're
So-
gonna do something.
We'll
It's
do
gonna
stuff.
be ridiculous.
Yeah. So there's that.
Oh.
And our YouTube has our stupid faces on it.
Yeah. Hey.
We're about to record a video for October books.
Yeah.
October books.
Yeah, and we're doing a countdown. Oh no. 31 days of
Final
spook.
countdown. What do you
This-
mean a countdown?
What day would this be for the 31 days of spook?
Whatever 28 is. Do I have to look it up?
You don't have to. We're watching a movie tonight. We're losing it, Chelsea.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we're
We're wrapping up.
Hold on, what's 28?
We have to have a
28 is Get Out.
Get
Get
Out.
tonight for Get Out.
Oh, you know who else should get out? Us. Seamless transition into an ending. Put in some music.
We're so good at this.
Brandon is so disappointed.
He's got to listen to all this shit.
I think that worked out well.
I think it just swell. That was Lillian.
That's Chelsea.
And
this is your book coven.
good night.
See ya. Howdy, but opposite in a southern day.